Hey Space Watchers, Dobry Den and good morning here from Prague, from the 8th Prague Space Security Conference in the beautiful Czerning Palace, the home of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Czech Republic. Space security economy and capabilities from policy to action. That is the theme here that we will discuss in the next 1.5 days in the conference. And let me start this day with a shout out to Germany for celebrating the first Veterans Day yesterday. So yes. Well done, Germany. With me every day is Yvette Gonzalez, my wonderful co-host here today. Yvette, how are you doing?
Good morning. I was really happy to wake up in Prague today.
Absolutely. So today is a full-packed agenda because it's a 1.5 day conference, so the first day obviously is super packed. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning when they started. So the first session will be an update on space domain awareness and threat mitigation. And Pete Hayes will moderate, and Paul Graziani from Comspoc will talk and will give an update on what is really happening in space. And for me, last year at the conference, that was a remarkable presentation because he talked about not just theory, the policy, he talked about real threats. Which satellite is not attacking but following, spying, which other satellite, and also Pascal Fauché will be there.
And we need more of those conversations where we're facing exactly our reality, real case, not case studies, but actual real-time application of what we're talking about. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I think here we have the chance to bridge policymakers and people that are in action in the military domain, but also in the political leadership. So, and then we will have, and that's also remarkable, an opening address, a welcome address from the Minister of Foreign Affairs from Czechoslovakia. Okay, he will just move offices from one to the conference room because it's
his home.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. But I think that's great and shows also the importance of this conference. And you mentioned it yesterday. It's now an annual conference, so we discuss these topics annually because so much happening year by year. And then we have a panel run by Peggy Hollinger. And Peggy Hollinger is the industry reporter, space industry reporter of the Financial Times. And she will talk about the transatlantics. And I think it's super important to have mainstream media here in the room. What do you think?
We met a lot of journalists, local journalists actually, who come. They said they've been consistently covering this conference for years, but also they recognize, even if their domain is broader than just space, how important and critical space and defense is now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we can't talk about it enough, I think.
Exactly.
This afternoon we'll start with an update on the military partnerships, and that's also something I'm looking very much forward to because General Gorka, the Polish Major General, will be there. General Traut from Germany and General James from the US Space Command will talk about the partnerships. And I think it's never been more important to talk about partnerships than today with everything what goes on.
Yeah.
And
everybody's been very open about talking and having conversations around what's actually unfolding in front of our eyes across the globe, across the planet, and in the skies. So I think today is going to be really critical to set the stage for what kind of open conversations are we having, how relevant is the current affairs. So I'm looking forward to all these conversations today. Yeah.
And this afternoon we will talk about the security dimension of the space economy, also very important because the space economy over the last years lived in their own world, I would say. So because space is cool, space is nice, and exploration, astronauts and everything goes smooth, and we have the Outer Space Treaty and nobody is hurting each other. But yeah, I think that's a reality that we have to change, and a mindset that is shifting, absolutely.
Yeah, shifting.
And this evening or this afternoon, Juliana Süß will finish with the last panel on implications of allied funding of our dominant space powers. So full program.
Full
What do
program.
you see?
I'm excited because also we have our own time aside with both Peter Hayes, Juliana, and some of the other attendees and panelists. So I'm looking forward to even those conversations that will be taken into our radio, into our podcasts. So.
Absolutely. But we have to mention it. There's not the golden elephant, but even it's a golden city. No, it's a white elephant in the room.
You can actually change that saying if you want. It'll be your own Torsten saying.
No, the golden thing is connected to someone else. So let's stay with the white elephant. The U.S. transatlantic relationship is something that has to be put to the table, including Golden Dome. And what is the allied approach and connectivity to Golden Dome? We heard General Salzman in Colorado Springs talking about one space team and you're all invited, but how's the reality?
We'll be having a conversation with Peter Hayes and hopefully get an update. So that'll be on our cafe radio later.
Absolutely, yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But also we have Ukraine, what is usually talked about, and I think something we might hear or not, I'm not sure, but I hope we will hear the Iran-Israel war that's going on. And I call it a war because it's not just an attack, it's just a war between the two. These are the white elephants. I hope to get answers. Anything?
I think they'll all be addressed today. So yeah, I'm here to learn. I'm open. I'm hoping those conversations are going to be very candid.
Great. And we hope that the technical setup will work this year with a live stream from here. So let us know how you perceive that, what you would like to see differently. So give us a feedback. What do you think?
Do you have a space joke this morning?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no day without this space joke. It's a very serious environment.
Exactly.
I adapted my jokes to be very serious. So what is the difference between a commercial constellation and a military one?
I don't know.
300 pages of policy, 2 security clearances, and a strong worded démarche. Isn't it great? With that, we are looking forward to a wonderful day here in Prague, even it's raining outside. We wish you a wonderful day. And with that, Space Watch out for the moment.